Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike. This is Mike's Tool Review. Got a little something special for y'all today. I do have the 10-piece 3/8 drive metric 6-point torque force deep universal impact socket set from Matco. What a mouthful. Also, Astro 3/8 drive mid-length pinless universal impact socket set metric as well. Gonna go ahead and compare the two today. This one does say mid-length on it, and these are the deeps for Matco. I'll show you in a little bit. They're about the same size. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys. So we got the 3/8 10-piece metric set here from Astro. Heard a lot of great things from it. Get that packaging out of the way here. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Now they do come oiled up, of course. 10mm. I probably will never see this again. Just kidding. Hopefully. Anyway, so it is 10 through 19. Now they do get taller as you go, as you can see there. Taller as you go. Now I will say, these are they remind me of the gear wrench. Hold on a second, let me get something to wipe this off with. Hold on one second. Here we go. They do remind me of the gear wrench because of the pinless. They do feel pretty good. A deep broach in there as well. There you go. Nice relief cuts, and it is pinned, of course, if you're that guy. Yeah, they're all pretty oily. What we're going to go ahead and do is compare them to the Matco. You know, see who's thicker, who's thinner. Compare the heights. Also compare the price, because I know that's important nowadays, especially with this economy and everything. So let's go ahead, see what the price is, and just compare the two. Oop, sorry, I bumped y'all. All right, so what we got here is the 10, the 15, and the 19s. So if we go ahead and compare the two, compare them just like that. So the Matco is just a little bit taller. Now we jump to the 15. Try to get these as straight as possible. The Matco still, actually, you know what? A little bit smaller. The Matco is slightly smaller. And then here the Astro is for sure taller. So as it goes up, Astros get bigger. But just to show you here, the Matcos do say the same height throughout. Doesn't matter if you're at the 10. Doesn't matter if you're at the 19. Sorry about that. That was the Astro. There it is. Same height throughout. So let's go ahead, take some measurements here. See who's thinner, who's thicker. So here's the 10mm Matco. About 24¼ millimeters there. Let's go ahead, see what the Astro is like. See 23.83 there. Right around, we'll call it 23.87. So far the Astro is a little bit thinner. Okay, let's see. $24.57. Let's see here. $23.84. Then we'll go ahead and do the Matco. $24.62. $24.20. So as you can tell there, the Matco is thicker around the base. than the Astro. So if that is concerning for you, real tight spaces, you might want to go with the Astro. Now let's go ahead, check to see what they actually measure to on the socket side. So let's see here, get nice. See here, it might be too small. 10.42 for the Matco. 10.24 through the Astro. Let's see if that's a running theme real quick. Just run through the Astro real quick. $15.5. 19.32. 19.46 for the Matco. And here's that 15. Yeah, nice centered. I think actually the Astro was a little tighter on this too. Yep. So the Astro so far a little bit thinner around the base, and it's machined a little tighter on the actual socket end. So do with that what you want with that information. Not saying the Matco is garbage, but maybe the Astro is just a little bit better of a deal maybe. Now the all-important part, price. So you do have 10 pieces on each side, 10 through 19 on both. Now this set does not come with a rail. Well, Ernst rail anyway. It does come on a Matco rail. You know, just the generic Matco rail, the blue one with the black pegs. So the Astro tools coming in at $64 right now on Amazon. Now it does say it's on sale, 20% off. Normally it's 80 bucks. That's a pretty good deal for what you're getting with these Astros. I will use them. I haven't used them yet. Plan on testing them, see how well they last. I have used some of the Matco. I have been very impressed with the Matco. It is their new redesign. The numbers are fading off a little bit, as you can see. Might have someone say that in the comments. They do not last, these numbers. Some of that's from the actual just unboxing it. But as you can see, let's see where it's at. You can see 14 millimeter there and 14 there. So it is stamped still. It's just, I wish that would last a little bit longer, but you know, can't be too picky. But then again, I think I can be a little picky when this set, not on sale, is $574. So you tell me which one is worth it in the end. I think for a beginner, this is a no-brainer. An absolute beast of a set so far. I haven't tested it yet, but from what I can tell, it is 100% the way to go if you're a beginner. Now, if you do work professionally in a shop or a dealership, fleet technician, wherever you do wrench professionally, you could go with the Matco. They do go on sale sometimes. Sometimes you can get $100 off, sometimes $50 off. Just depends on the sales of Matco or your dealer. If I had to go back and do it all over again, would I buy the Matco if these end up being the end-all be-all? It's hard to tell. I do love Matco's warranty, but in the end, they don't make tools. I'm sure Astro, they might have someone who makes it for them as well. But in the end, what, 69 bucks, $574. I mean, it's really hard to beat this set here. I love Matco, don't get me wrong, I'm almost a Matco fanboy, but for the price, I think Astro wins it here. So I'll go ahead, I'll test these out, try to use them more and more, see what happens with them, see if they handle up. And also, if it does break, we can test Astro's warranty. I've heard they have a really good warranty, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, comment down below, which set would you get? Would you get the Matco set, or would you get the Astro set? Are you a professional, or are you also a DIY? Maybe you're just starting out. Comment down below. Tell me what you're all about. If you're about, balling on a budget, or just balling period. And also, guys, please leave a comment, like, and please subscribe. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed so far and supported me on this new channel. I really do appreciate it. Trying to get more content out there and trying to get better content, a little more tool reviews going out, and just trying to do the best I can. Also, real quick, I just want to go ahead and give you the part number. So that's for the Matco tools, and there's the price, of course. If you're into it, you're into it. It's no judgment. And then there is your Amazon, your Astro tools. Again, 20% off right now, $63.99. Heck of a deal. If it was up to me, I think we know who we would pick. But all right, guys, thanks again. Thank you for commenting, subscribing, liking. Y'all have a great day, and always stay blessed. Oh, friggin', I almost made it the whole video. Again? All right, guys. Have a good one. Stay blessed.